All right, today we're cracking open the playbook for winning on LinkedIn in 2025, with a special focus on the Thai market. We're going to use the latest data to build a clear, actionable strategy so you know exactly which plays to run for the biggest impact.
So let me start by asking you a question. When you think about getting maximum engagement on LinkedIn, we're talking likes, comments, the whole shebang, what do you think is the #1 type of post? With all the videos and fancy graphics out there, I bet the answer is going to surprise you.
Yep, that's right. Just plain old text. It feels kind of crazy, doesn't it? In a world that's so visual, the most powerful tool you have on LinkedIn is just your words. So what makes this platform so different?
This whole idea feels completely backward compared to, pretty much every other social media platform. But LinkedIn just operates on a different frequency. Its algorithm, and more importantly, the people using it, are there for substance. They want a conversation, not just a spectacle. And in that environment, thoughtful text is king.
So, what does a great text post actually look like? Well, that's where thought leadership posts come into play. Don't think of these as quick status updates. Think of them as mini articles, or a really compelling personal story, or some solid career advice. The goal here isn't to just broadcast something. It's to actually start a real conversation.
Okay, so we know text is at the very top of the pyramid. Now let's build out the rest of our content playbook. Think of this next part as your strategic guide for picking the perfect format to hit whatever goal you have in mind.
And here it is, the power ranking. It's pretty clear. Text-only posts are your go-to if you want to spark a discussion and get the most direct engagement. Coming in at number 2, images and carousels are fantastic for teaching something and crucially for keeping people's attention on your post for longer. And finally, video. Well, video has a very unique superpower, getting shared.
Since carousels are right up there at number 2, you gotta know how to build a good one. It's simple, really. First, grab their attention with a killer title slide. Then, keep it simple. One main idea per slide. That's it. And always end with a clear prompt that tells people what to do next, whether that's to comment or to share.
Now we get to the really interesting part, the great video paradox on LinkedIn. It's fascinating. Videos consistently get fewer direct likes and comments than text posts. And yet, and this is a huge yet, they are by far the most shared type of content. That means a video has the highest potential to go viral and just explode your reach, even if those initial numbers look a little low.
So if you're chasing that viral potential with video, what's the secret sauce? The data couldn't be clearer on this. Keep it short. For maximum impact, your video has got to be under 15 seconds. In a professional feed, attention is precious. You have to earn it, and you do that by delivering value immediately. Get to the point and get there fast.
Okay, so you've created a great piece of content. You hit publish, job done, right? Not even close. The next play in our book is all about amplification. Using the simple tools LinkedIn gives you to make sure your hard work actually gets seen by people.
So here's your toolkit. First, polls. These are your secret weapon for easy engagement. Then you have @mentions. This is all about bringing other people and their networks into your conversation. And of course, hashtags. These are the signposts that help people who don't follow you discover your content.
But hold on, the hashtag game on LinkedIn is totally different. This is not Instagram where you can just pile on 30 of them. Stuffing your post with tags here can look spammy and it can actually hurt you. The rule is simple, quality over quantity. Find 3 to 5 super relevant hashtags. That's the sweet spot.
We've covered the what to post and the how to boost it. Now for the final tactical piece of the puzzle, mastering the clock. Because when you post can be just as important as what you post.
So when we look at the data for posting times in Thailand, a really clear pattern just jumps out. Engagement starts building on Monday, and then it hits an absolute peak right in the middle of the week. Wednesday is your prime time, with Tuesday and Thursday being really solid options too. And no surprise here, things really trail off as we head into the weekend.
And we can get even more precise. That primary window, your golden hour, is midweek between 10 a.m. and noon. Think about it. It makes perfect sense. People have settled into their workday and are taking a quick scroll break. You also see these smaller bumps during the morning and evening commute times.
Okay, so we've got the tactics, the formats, the timing, but none of it really matters without the right philosophy driving it all. What's the one golden rule that ties this whole playbook together? If you remember only one thing from our entire session today, make this. Forget the hard sell.
Forget the corporate jargon. The data shows that the #1 thing people on LinkedIn want from you, from your brand, is simple. They want to learn something valuable.
So how do we actually put that into practice? It's really straightforward. Educate your audience with helpful tips, humanize your work by telling real stories, and always try to start a conversation by asking questions. Your goal is to become a resource, not just a billboard.
We've walked through the entire playbook, from the big picture strategy down to the tiny tactics. So now the only question left is the one on your screen. Your next post is tomorrow. You've got the data, you've got the strategy, so what's your play? Just remember, the winning move isn't to sell, it's to serve.